Hey folks, Matt from artoftheimage.com. I am trying to decide between two wide-angle lenses. Now, at first glance, they may seem drastically different. This is the Rokinon 14mm f2.8. It's an IF, so it's internal focusing. It's got ED glass, and it's an ultra-wide-angle fixed lens. So this is for Nikon. You can get it in Canon, you can get it in Fuji, Micro Four Thirds, you can get it at Olympus, Pentax, the Sony A mount, the Sony E mount. So this is actually a great option for the Sony cameras that are E mount because we don't have a lot of options there. And at $399, it's quite a good price. As you can see, it's regularly $499. It's 32% off here at $339 for the Sony. I was looking at it either in the Sony mount or for the Nikon. I think I'm going to go Nikon. Because this is a manual focus lens, I'll just use an adapter to go to Sony, and that gives me the best of both worlds. The other option I'm looking at here is the Opteka 6.5 f3.5 spherical fisheye. Now, the 14mm is just a super wide angle. It's not a fisheye, so it's rectilinear. It will give you straight lines, not the fisheye look. The Opteka is a fisheye, but you can use software to defish it quite easily. If you Google that, defishing a fisheye or defish fisheye, you'll find lots of methods, and you'll see that it works quite well, exceedingly well in some cases, because you're getting a much wider lens. And that's why I'm actually leaning towards the Opteka over this Rokinon, the 14mm. The Opteka gives you a field of view that is 9.75 millimeters on the Sony E mount on an APS-C or on a Nikon DX on APS-C. So it's basically 6.5. We multiply it by the 1.5 crop, and we get 9.75. So it's a little less than 10 millimeters. The Rokinon is going to give us a 21. Because half of 14 is 7, so the 1.5 makes it a 21 millimeter field of view. So quite a difference there, 9.75 versus the 21. And also, the Opteka is actually a Rokinon lens, just rebranded as Opteka. They rebrand it as Samyang, Opteka, Vivitar, whole bunch of different names. But you get the Opteka here for $149.95. It lists at $499. So it's 70% off, but $149.95 is, fair bit cheaper than $399 on the 14mm Rokinon here. So I think I'm going with the Opteka because it's wider, because I've never had a fisheye lens, so it gives me the fun of playing with a fisheye, not only for the first time, but just having it, but also you can defish it and make it just a super wide angle lens. And then when you add all that together, plus the savings, we're looking at, saving $250 here, $399 versus $149.95. But I'm just wondering, what do you guys think? Who has this lens? The Opteka 6.5? Who's got the Rokinon 14mm? Leave some comments below, please. Let me know what you think of the Rokinon 14 if you have it or have shot with it. Let me know what you think of the Opteka 6.5, or if you've got the Rokinon 8mm, which is, I believe, the same lens. So let me know what you think. Even if you haven't shot with those lenses, if you've got a question or advice one way or the other, let's have a discussion on these two. I'm sure these two are of interest to people. I mean, this has 382 customer reviews, 4 out of 5 stars, very good rated lens. And not everybody reviews things, so it's probably, sold thousands of this type of lens, the Opteka 6.5, or like I said, the Rokinon 8mm. And then there's a Rokinon 14mm, which is 635 customer reviews, 4.5 stars. So again, very well rated. Let me see here, the Rokinon, let's just quickly see if we can pull up the 8mm, which would be the same fisheye. There it is right there. So the Rokinon 8mm 3.5. So that's the same as the Opteka. It's just a Rokinon lens. You can see it looks the same. There it is there. There's the Opteka. And if we look at the side view there versus the side view of the Rokinon, so we'll blow that up. That's the Rokinon. There's the Opteka. And you could see it's the same lens. It's just been rebranded. So, anyways, leave some feedback. Let's discuss this. Which way would you go? The Opteka 6.5 at $149.95? Or would you prefer the Rectilinear 14mm at $399? Now, the the 14mm is f2.8. The Opteka 6.5 is 3.5. To me, that is so close in aperture as to not make a difference. And these lenses are so wide that it's definitely not going to do any difference for you on field of view, or depth of field, sorry, on depth of field. So I don't think there's any advantage to spending the money for the slightly faster lens. I think it's just a question of which lens you prefer, and would you save the money, or would you prefer to go with the non-fisheye, the Rectilinear 14mm? Leave some comments below. Let's discuss it. This is of interest to me. I think I'm going to buy the Opteka, as I said, but let me know what you guys think. We'll have a discussion about it here, and thanks for tuning in. We'll be back soon at artoftheimage.com.